The NFL suspended Kansas City wideout Rashee Rice for the first 6 games of the season Wednesday for violating the league's personal conduct policy. The decision stems from his role in a hit-and-run crash when driving in Dallas last year, and the crash caused multiple injuries, and Rice was sentenced to 30 days of jail time and 5 years probation in July because of it. So he won't be eligible to play until Week 7 when his team takes on the Las Vegas Raiders. That means no Rice for the first 6 games, including the Super Bowl rematch versus Philly, AFC Showdown versus the Ravens, and then the Lions on Sunday Night Football. Time now to bring in CBS Sports football analyst Emory Hunt for more on this matter. And Emory, KC, they only had Rice for the first 4 games of last season before he suffered a season-ending knee injury. Now without him again for over 35% of the year. How much does this hurt them when you look at their current receiving core?
Now, if they were without Barbecue for 6 weeks, that'd be a problem, but without Rice, they'll be fine. When you think about Rashee Rice and what he does well out there on the field, he does a fantastic job of being the big playmaker. But here's the thing. They've added a lot of other playmakers around him, so it's not going to be that big of a loss. You still have Juju Smith-Schuster. You bring in Tyquan Thornton, who quietly had a fantastic preseason. So you have Xavier Worthy. You still have Travis Kelce. You still have Noah Gray, who developed as a solid tight end, too. And you also have Hollywood Brown. So I am not worried about them missing Rashee Rice for an extended period of time. It's going to be an added bonus when he gets back, but this is not as significant of a loss because their offensive line got better, which means they'll be able to run the football more consistently, but they still have good weapons on the perimeter to be effective as an offense as a whole.
Yeah, and the most important thing, that offensive line, right? Because as we saw against Philly, they were barbecue, right? To your point about if they were out without Barbecue. Now, as we mentioned, Rice is not going to be suiting up against the Ravens because of that suspension. That means one less weapon for Kyle Hamilton and the Ravens secondary to worry about. Hamilton just signed an extension with Baltimore worth over $100 million, 4 years, making him the highest paid safety ever, $82 million guaranteed. Emory, how high are you on this Ravens secondary with the additions that they made this offseason?
Bigly, because when you go and look at what I said a couple of weeks ago on HQ Spotlight, this was my defensive player of the year. Because when you add a Malachi Starks at safety, when you bring in a Jair Alexander and an improving second-year Nate Wiggins to go along with Marlon Humphrey, now you have a guy in Kyle Hamilton that can legitimately play anywhere on the defense. And he could go see ball, get ball, and had that type of impact on his Ravens secondary. And then when you factor in that they've added more pass rushers, Mike Green, the rookie out of Marshall, so they'll be able to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, which means it allows Hamilton to really read, react, drive on the football. So him with all of those additions makes his role a lot easier, a lot simpler. You get to be a little bit more versatile in how you move him around, and he'll make more plays on the ball, behind the line of scrimmage, in the alley. I think he's going to be the defensive player of the year.
Okay, all right. Cannot wait to see if that prediction comes true. Now, sometimes, Emory, you just want that old thing back, right? Whether in life or in this case in sports. Because the Vikings, they traded for Panthers wideout Adam Thielen Wednesday after he starred for them for the first 9 years of his career. How much of a boost is this for the Vikings offense with Jordan Addison out, suspended those first 3 games, and Justin Jefferson really the only game-changing threat on that receiving core?
It gives them another safety valve underneath. He's not going to be the vertical deep threat. He's not going to be the guy to take the top off the defense. He's going to be another extension of the run game because of where he is now at his age and his athleticism. But the hands are still young and fresh and vibrant because we saw him make an outstanding catch last year in Carolina. I think this helps out J.J. McCarthy. It helps eases Justin Jefferson back into the fold because, again, he's kind of been dealing with some things in the offseason. So now you're not really rushed to really put the gas to the pedal all the way for him. And so getting a guy that's pro-ready to step in this offense, safety underneath valve to go along with Hockenson, I kind of like this for J.J. McCarthy. I like this for the Vikings offense. Helps keep the offense on pace. And when you do get back Addison and Jefferson is really at 100%, now you have something cooking with 3 receivers out there, including your tight end and T.J. Hockenson.
Yeah, so a lot of exciting things for this Vikings squad as they welcome back Adam Thielen, a fan favorite for the Minnesota Vikings. Emory Hunt, we always appreciate you, man. And we are so close to the return of the NFL on Sundays, just a couple weeks away before you're watching the likes of Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and so much more. All starts September 7th on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.